How's it going? Welcome back to Just Guitar Talk. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. So today I'm going to react to the Fender Tonemaster Super Reverb. Yeah, never done a reaction video before. This is going to be the first one. Got my earbuds in and we're going to watch the video coming up here. So for those who don't know, the Tonemaster range of amplifiers from Fender are solid state versions of some of their most famous amps. So far they've released the Tonemaster Deluxe, the Tonemaster Twin Reverb, and now the Tonemaster Super Reverb. What I really like about these amps, I've got a chance to play the Twin and the Deluxe and the blonde versions as well, which have the Neo Creamback speakers. They're super lightweight, and they've really, Fender has taken, rather than design an amp kind of like, the digital amp that I have here, which I love, the Fender Mustang GTX, an amp that can do like a lot of different amps and a lot of different effects and things of that nature. They've taken all their processing power and focused it on just being that one amp, being a twin reverb, being a super reverb, making sure that it sounds like it, reacts like it, but you do have solid state technology, which makes it more reliable. You can attenuate the volume, which is really helpful for a lot of guitar players, both on stage and at home, and also has some cab sim options as well, and just super lightweight. And especially in the case of a super reverb, those amps are pretty heavy, they're beasts. And the new one is supposed to be quite light, but almost about half the weight. So, I really like the Deluxe and the Twin. I've only played the blonde versions, and I love the blonde versions. But anyways, I wanted to watch Fender's video about the Tonemaster Super Reverb, and let's check it out. All right. Do you have your LaCroix ready to go? Your Pamplemousse, do you have it ready to go? All right. Let's take a sip. All right. 1, 2, 3, and go. Very pretty sounding so far. Helps to have a nice Telecaster and a good guitar player as well.
Hi everyone, this is Rick Hines. I'm excited to show you the newest addition to our acclaimed Tonemaster series of guitar amplifiers, the Tonemaster Super Reverb. The original 60s Super Reverb appeared on countless rock, blues, R&B, and country albums over the succeeding decades, and with good reason. It has that magic combination of the black panel tube circuit, the unique beefy sound of a large 410 cabinet, the chime of Jensen Alnico P10R speakers, fantastic reverb
speakers.
tremolo,
I like that.
and an easily driven mid-powered 45 watts. The Tonemaster Super Reverb is a perfect replication of that legendary tube amplifier, with modern conveniences for today's most demanding players. And it weighs almost half the original weight at only 36 pounds.
36 pounds, that's not
bad. It also
bad.
includes a 2-button reverb vibrato foot switch and cover. So, we'll hear several different styles and tones throughout this video to give you an idea of the possibilities. We'll hear some classic tones as well as some modern tones, and then we'll crank it up, add some pedals, and explore the reverb. We've devoted massive processing power to replicate every stage of the original tube signal path, including our amazing convolution spring reverb and famous Fender tremolo. Let's start.
I think this thing's like 200 watts, so that's like a PA speaker inside this thing. Sounds super lush. Now we're we're getting into surf territory here. I love tremolo. I don't use it enough. It always sounds super cool. When I do use it, I'll just a hint of tremolo. So far, sounds good.
Around back, like the other amps in the Tonemaster line, you can set the output volume to taste with a 6-position power.
This is what I love. I use
all the way
attenuation all the time.
It features 4 Jensen Alnico P10R speakers for that classic Alnico chime, but can still.
I really think it should be.
You can even
I don't want to say standard on most amplifiers now, but
and impulse responses for home recording.
It's just such a great feature to have. It's so helpful. I think a lot of amp makers and builders are picking up on that. You know, we've got a lot of home players and people playing small stages, and that attenuation really helps out. Especially with these clean Fender amps, you know, it's nice you can attenuate it down to like a half watt or even like 5 watts and then just really crank them up to get that real pushed Fender amp sound. Just like he's getting right now. I like Fender's videos. They always get really good players. A lot of people from different backgrounds as well. Fender instruments and amps are so versatile. It's really important to show how you could use these instruments and amps with all types of music platforms, not just country or blues or anything like that, as I start playing blues. That's a great tone. I love those Telecaster Deluxes. Or just Deluxe Telecaster. I understand why they do it, but it would be nice to see these amp demos with different guitar brands. I mean, I know it's Fender, and I know they have a lot of different types of guitars that can get, you know, your other sounds, but there are a lot of guitar players who use Fender amps with Gibson guitars, and they shouldn't shy away from that, but I get it.
Like most Fender amps, the Tonemaster Super Reverb is a great pedal platform. As you saw earlier, adding a boost or overdrive pedal can take the amp into next-level distorted tones, but it also works really well with time-based effects like delay or modulation. Let's check that out.
This is what I'm talking about here. She sounds great. And this is primarily how I use amplifiers. I like nice, clean, a lot of headroom if I can afford the volume. And just a pedal platform. I love to get my distorted sounds from the pedals. I tend to change my mind about the type of reverb that I like quite often. Sometimes I go hall, sometimes I go plate, spring. So as much as I do like having reverb on an amp, I like having options with a reverb pedal. Sounds great. I really like everything I'm hearing.
With modern features and improved portability, the Tonemaster Super Reverb is ideal
That's what
for
I'm talking
stage,
about.
studio, or home use. The amp
Vintage
delivers the tone
aesthetics,
and performance
modern
of one of our
features.
most beloved Fender tube amps.
The thing looks
with
badass.
additional
It looks
modern
super
player
cool.
conveniences.
It looks like a nice
The
vintage amp.
Tonemaster amps have become the standard for pros and hobbyists alike, and now we welcome a great new addition to the series. Check out the Tonemaster Super Reverb on Fender.com and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.
Sounds great. They have some great guitar players. I love a 4x10. Yeah. Very lush reverb, great sounding tremolo. Yeah, good job. What can I say? I'd have one for sure. They're like $1,200, I think. It's not cheap. But, you know, this thing is a beast. It's 36 pounds. That's not light, but it's much lighter than a regular Fender Super Reverb. And it's got, yeah, those all-Nico speakers, Jensen's, those are wicked. The power attenuation, that's so helpful. Sounds like it's great, just plugged straight in. It's got lush reverb, great sounding tremolo, as any Fender amp should. And yeah, I really like it. I'm very curious if they're going to put out a blonde version of it, because those blonde amps look so cool. With like the Oxblade, you know, covering the amp, you know. Wow, I like it. Sounds cool. I'm super into it. I think I would have one. And you know, I'm debating getting another amp too. You know, I love my Fender GTX, but I'm looking for something that I'd like to have more of a traditional setup too. You know, not something that's you know, multi-effects, multi-amp. I'd like something that, you know, just the amp that I can use as a clean pedal platform and build a new pedal board with and all that stuff. And yeah, that sounds really cool. So hopefully I'll be able to try one out pretty soon. Although I'd buy one sight unseen, you know, just I've played the Fender Tonemaster Deluxe and the Twins, like I said, and from what I've heard, and I've watched other reviews online as well, and this one is really good. So good job, Fender. I'm stoked to try one out. Well, thank you again, everybody, for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed my first reaction video. Maybe we'll make more in the future. And have a wonderful day.